The power went out. I knew it was coming eventually. That doesn't mean I was ready for it. I have gas stored, more than I expected to have at this point, and 2 generators sitting in the Haven doing nothing because I still haven't found a manual and I still don't fully understand how to connect them to the building. I know the theory, I've read around the edges of it, but there's a difference between understanding a concept and being confident enough to wire something incorrectly and burn the Haven down. So for now, the gas sits, and the generators sit, and I work around it. The water is out too. The rain catchers are holding some, but not enough. Not for me and the garden both, not long term. I've been rationing carefully and watching the sky like that's something I can influence. It isn't. I know that. I'm watching anyway. Waking up in complete darkness is something I wasn't prepared for. My claustrophobia has been manageable. It's been manageable for years, controlled through routine and light and knowing where the exits are. Take the light away and apparently the rest goes with it. I wake up and the walls are already moving before I'm fully conscious, and I have to lie there and talk myself through it like I'm my own patient. Breathing. Orientation. You know where you are. You know where the door is. It works, mostly. It takes longer every morning. Ellie should have been here weeks ago. I've been spending more time close to the Haven than I should. My shoulder is fine. There's no broken skin, no fever, no symptoms. I've been checking obsessively and the data is clear, but I haven't felt like myself since it happened, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. So I've been foraging in the backyard, chopping wood, building fence, useful work that keeps me close to home and doesn't require me to make any decisions I might regret. The fence, as it turns out, had a purpose I hadn't fully committed to yet. There's an animal trailer that's been sitting on the corner of Buck and Cartwheel since I arrived. I'd noticed it and filed it away as something to think about later. Later arrived. The van battery was dead, which I solved by swapping it with the battery from the van that's been in the parking lot this whole time. That van has no keys, and I have no idea how to hotwire anything, so the battery wasn't doing it much good anyway. I drove out into the countryside to check the hayfields and found chickens and pigs still alive, which felt like more good news than I knew what to do with. There was also a truck in good condition, waiting almost exactly where I needed it to be. I hooked up the trailer, loaded a breeding set of pigs and as many chickens as I could manage, and brought them home. Having something alive in the backyard is doing something for me I didn't expect. Something that isn't infected, isn't a problem to solve, just exists. I didn't realize how much I needed that until I had it. The cows are a different problem. The fence I built is nowhere big enough, and I haven't worked out a solution yet. I'm considering blocking off the garden area entirely and letting them have the rest of the backyard, but that's tomorrow's problem. There are also more infected in the neighborhood than there were last week. More in the parking lot, more near the windows, more moving through the surrounding streets. Looting is getting harder to justify. The houses that are left are more exposed, and I've been caught off guard twice already this month. I'm not eager to make it 3 times. I should write about what happened with the pigs because I know what it was. It was an exhaustion mistake. The kind that happens when you're running on not enough sleep and too much adrenaline and no one around to tell you to slow down. I hopped the fence to check on the animals when I found them. Fine. When I went to hop back over to grab the hammer from the truck, my foot caught the top of it and I went into the bush on the other side. I scratched my leg badly enough that it's infected now. Hot to the touch. No pus yet, but I know what's coming and I've already started treating it. It's going to be fine. I know how to manage a wound infection. If Ellie were here, she'd have something to say about it. She'd be right. I caught an infected at one of the downstairs windows tonight, drowned in by the noise from the animals. I should have thought of that before I brought them inside the fence. I'm moving them to the pasture across the street in the morning, which is what I should have done from the start. The infection on my leg is going to be fine. I keep the lights off now because there are no lights to keep on. I lay in the dark and I run the numbers. The rain catchers need to last. The generator manual has to be in one of these houses. The wound will respond to treatment. The animals will be better across the street. Everything has a solution. There's another infected banging at the window. I know I need to go take care of it, but right now, all I can think is, did I do the right thing by staying? Or should I have taken care of myself first?